I'm the curator. I'm the only full-time curator in baseball. If you define curator, it would be historian. A person that collects the past, brings it up to the present, collects for the future. I am a former history teacher. I taught history for 37 years. And I do look at being a curator, an archivist, from the total historical perspective. Understanding, I went to the first game in 1961. And so I collected things starting then. First year I worked with the Twins was 1981, and then I started working regularly with them with the first Twins Fest in 1989. Part of it is collecting game day activities that have a significance to the Twins. Now another part of it is bringing the past into the present. We have a very large collection, the Twins, and we have a very large collection of memorabilia going all the way back to the Washington Senators' day. While you are in the vault of the safe here, there are probably in the history of Target Field been fewer than 50 people in this room. This is one of the areas I have for filing. So for example, if you say, show me the bats you have, well then I would crank this down like this. The walkway is now there, and now we're available here. And I could just reach in here and say, okay, I will show you how we do the bats. And so the bats are all done in threes. Now, all of the bats have something called a hologram on them. Major League Baseball has someone at every game for every team. And their sole job is to put these holograms on. It would tell you the day that it happened. It would tell you the significance of it. Because I'm kind of an old pooper, and because I'm in here so much, if you say Willingham's bat, I know where it is. If you say Puckett's bats, I know where they are. These are some minor league jerseys that just came in. This is Miguel Sano's, and these are the socks that Glenn Perkins wore in the All-Star game. So, a couple of years ago, we had hail, and I mean, we're talking hail. And it started hailing, and I thought, here's my chance to have an answer. So I went in, and I don't even recall whose batting helmet I took. But in the Twins dugout, I put one of the batting helmets on because they were thumping. And I'm out there listening to these things bouncing off of the helmet, and I've got a bucket I took that holds bubble gum in the dugout, and I'm putting hail in there. And down in our freezer, in the deep freeze part of the freezer, I've got the hail. And I saved hail. So when people say, what's the goofiest thing? Well, this year I added a couple snowballs to it because we had a game where it was 33 degrees when the game started and it started snowing. And I made sure I got enough snow for a couple of big snowballs. So now living in Minnesota, it seems only appropriate, not necessarily the hail, but to have a combination of hail and snowballs from a baseball game. That's cool. It's not even about us having it, it's who gets to see it. And we get our reward from when I give the tours, as I mentioned before, every game, listening to the fans say, I remember that, or my dad liked Killebrew, and I like Puckett, and my kids like Joe Mauer. It's using memorabilia to enhance the game day experience, and it kind of ties the generations together by the excitement of what they see.